My Littleton group leader family, it is March. And if you're wondering where February went, man, so am I. Though, it was an exciting time to sit with new group leaders and hear more stories of God's faithfulness in the lives of the brothers and sisters of our church family. And then build that family by welcoming in new people into this crazy little thing we call community and life together. You know, I will continually remind you and honor you for going against the grain of this cultural moment that we find ourselves in. New leaders, welcome to the resistance. Everyone else, thank you. What you do is tremendously unseen. But what does Jesus say about the things that you do unto the kingdom and unto others that go unseen? Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Our reward is one that is immaterial. It transcends words and it cuts beneath the surface. It's visceral, where you can feel like the security system inside of you just turn off. And the air somehow gets richer and you breathe deeper than you have all week long. It's in the belonging that you've longed for as a child. It is love. It is love that you can only experience through the Holy Spirit between me and you, between you and the people that God has put in your path in this season. It's the love that you cultivate with others. That is our reward. You've tasted that, you've seen that, and seen how good it can be. And so God has called you to roll up your sleeves and put your hands in the earth and tend the soil. So much so that you get dirt underneath your fingernails. You sow these seeds of friendship. You water them in a healthy rhythm. You provide healthy soil. And then you allow time to do what time does best. But a healthy you means a healthy group. The longer I've been at this, the more conviction I have that the way I can best serve you is by focusing on your spiritual health and development. It's spiritual formation for you, and then relational application for those that you lead. So our theme of this current group season is being at home in God. This is so central to the health of our souls and thus the health of your relationships. Being at home in God requires us to slow down. You must make time for that space and then protect it. Fight for it. We have never been so busy. We have never been more distracted, right? We need to pause and sit at the teacher's feet. God's voice is a still, calm voice. And that's hard to hear when we approach our lives and our schedules in such a rush, right? Now, this looks different for all of us, logistically, when we can make that space to be still before God. We have dishes and laundry and careers and families and practice schedules, and not to mention the groups that you lead and the relational touch points and rhythms that you give yourself to every single week. But can I read you 2 parables from our teacher? Matthew 13, starting in verse 44. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. When he found one of great value, he went away and sold everything he had and bought it. The treasure of experiencing his love for you in the kingdom of heaven, the identity that you have as a son or daughter, being at home with God, guys, it's worth everything. It's worth everything that we have. And I have much more to say on that, as you could imagine, and how we go about practicing that in our daily lives. But for more, you'll have to join us at our group collaboration, our group leader collaboration this weekend, Sunday, during the 10 a.m. service. I'd love to see you there. We're gonna meet across the courtyard upstairs in our kids building, and it's just gonna be a sweet time. As I've told many of you, as many of you have experienced, I love getting to build this community with you guys and just get a little deeper with you all. So thank you. It's been a wild ride. Here's to March, here's to Lent. More to say on that too. And yeah, just know I love you guys so much and I thank you. Grace and peace.